Warning. Before we begin, it's important to know this is not another one of those long 45-minute videos that teases you with a few partial weight loss tips and then tries to sell you another complicated diet program that gathers dust on your shelves. Nope. Instead, in today's short yet information-packed presentation, I'm going to give you the complete and exact details about an amazing new one-day diet. That's right, the entire diet, step by step, laid out for you right here in this video for free, including precisely what inexpensive, flat-belly foods to eat and when to eat them. So be sure to pay close attention to the very end. What's more, I want you to know that you can place your worry and frustration aside because this simple little one-day diet is guaranteed to work for 100% of the men and women who receive access to it, just like you will today. And here's the best part. It doesn't matter how many times you failed at losing weight in the past with starvation diets, exhausting exercise programs, or questionable diet pills. If you follow the incredible simple plan that I'm about to lay out in full detail for you, you will get results, guaranteed. But first, I want to quickly introduce myself so you know you're in trustworthy hands. My name is Josh Bizzoni. My dear clients call me Coach Josh, and I'm a best-selling weight loss author and celebrity nutritionist who over the past 15 years has shared my highly effective eating strategies with over 1 million good folks worldwide. That's an entire city of men and women finally losing weight and feeling great with my simple diet tips and tricks. Uncommon strategies that are often the exact opposite of the boring and frustrating approaches other so-called experts tout. More importantly, I want you to realize that I know your struggles. I'm definitely not one of those traditional diet gurus who was born with skinny genetics, allowing me to eat junk food all day long while preaching about the benefits of carrots and other health foods. It happens all the time. Nope. In fact, as this fat photo shows, even as a professionally trained nutritionist, I wasn't immune to piling on pounds of belly fat as my days became longer and more stressful with work and family obligations, as my calorie-burning metabolism got slower with age. Maybe you can relate to these challenges. But the good news is, today, I'm going to show you the simplest and fastest way I've discovered to go from fat to fit. My friends and family will tell you that one of my core values in life is to always be honest. That's why I can say, without a doubt, that another big reason I was overweight was because, well, let's face it, dieting sucks. I bet you don't hear many nutritionists admit that. It's no secret that I love going out to eat great tasting food. I'm too busy to cook much. And just the thought of restricting food intake for long periods of time sends many people, including me, into a mini panic attack. And all that stress makes me want to eat even more. After all, not only do most diets require you to deprive yourself of great tasting foods, or at least your favorite junk foods, like a thick, rich ice cream milkshake for me. But counting calories and knowing what foods to eat and when to eat them is downright confusing and often frustrating. Beyond that, in today's fast-paced and crazy busy world, most of us don't have the required extra time to shop and cook healthy meals, then clean up and do it all over again day after day. With realizations like those, it's no wonder that 9 out of 10 dieters fail. Even more, it's not surprising that almost no one on the entire planet gets excited about dieting. Yippee, I get to eat less and stress myself out more with a confusing and time-consuming diet plan. So overall, traditional dieting represents an insurmountable problem for most men and women that they'll unfortunately never overcome. But what if I told you that there is a very simple, dare I say easy, 24-hour eating program that you can use to get an attractive flat belly, while removing all of the time, guesswork, and frustration found with regular dieting? And then, what if I also went on to explain that this diet requires that you indulge in dessert-like meals that you can't wait to enjoy? You'd probably say I've lost my marbles, right? Well, maybe that's true. Because when I share my one-day diet secrets with my clients, they tend to think I'm a bit crazy at first. But hear me out. It will all make perfect scientific sense in just a minute. So without further ado, let's jump right into the 3 simple secrets that lay the foundation for your new one-day diet plan. Secret number 1. Harness the power of intermittent fasting. Eating frequent mini meals, including breakfast, used to be recommended by most weight loss experts as the key to rapid weight loss. However, new research is showing that you can actually send your fat-burning and anti-aging hormones into overdrive by skipping breakfast and eating higher protein meals during a specific window of time during the day. This trick is called intermittent fasting, or IF for short. I won't bore you with all the scientific details right now, but just know it's a cool trick to remove that pesky flab by increasing powerful weight loss and youth hormones. Secret number 2, eat fast food. Now, I'm not talking about chowing down on a greasy McDonald's burger, but I am talking about cutting out costly and time-intensive meal preparation, which is the death of most diets, by enjoying 2 homemade and delicious, all-natural 60-second fat-burning milkshakes during the day. By the way, the key to these super shakes is that they are high in protein, something that's critical to your success on the one-day diet. But don't worry, in just a moment, I'm going to give you the 2 recipes I used today, and then I'd also like to give you my favorite recipe book, 53 Fat-Burning Smoothies and Milkshakes, for free as well. So make sure you keep watching. Secret number 3, eat a balanced dinner comprised of lean protein, slow-digesting carbohydrates, and lots of veggies. In just a minute, I'll even give you detailed instructions on how you can easily order this type of meal at just about any restaurant. Sounds easy enough, right? Nothing too complicated. Simply enjoy 2 delicious fat-burning milkshakes at precise times during the day and eat a balanced meal at the correct time at night. Again, that's just 2 delicious fat-burning milkshakes and a balanced dinner, easy, effective, and fast. Now, with those fundamental principles out of the way, let's get right down into the nitty-gritty details of my one-day diet meal plan. And don't worry about taking notes. In just a minute, I'll share the secret location where you can get a full and expanded version of the one-day diet, also for free. So, let's begin. Meal 1. First, I start the day by skipping breakfast. Again, although it flies smack dab in the face of traditional diet advice, new science is showing that skipping breakfast and increasing the amount of time you fast overnight can really flip on your fat-burning and anti-aging hormones, while flipping off your fat-storing hormones. This step is part of the intermittent fasting secret I spoke about earlier. But be careful, this only works if you also do a few other tricks I'll reveal soon. With that in mind, your first 60-second fat-burning meal will be at 12 noon. And again, it will consist of a great-tasting, all-natural, fat-burning, homemade milkshake. And boy, oh boy, do I love milkshakes. I can change the recipe for this fat-burning super shake almost daily. So if you don't like the flavor used, there are plenty of other choices. Here's what I enjoyed today, and it took me just a minute to prepare. Dark chocolate-covered raspberry. Ingredients: 2 scoops of all-natural BioTrust low-carb milk chocolate protein, 1 cup of unsweetened chocolate almond milk, 3/4 cup frozen raspberries, 1 tablespoon unsweetened cocoa, 5 ice cubes. Notes: put all ingredients in a blender and enjoy. Meal 2. 3 hours later, at around 3 p.m., you will have your second 60-second all-natural fat-burning super shake meal. Here's the other no-hassle, super easy recipe I used today. Strawberry cheesecake milkshake. It's delicious. Ingredients: 2 scoops of all-natural BioTrust low-carb vanilla protein, 1 cup unsweetened vanilla almond milk, 1/2 cup non-fat Greek yogurt, 1 cup frozen strawberries, half a teaspoon of cinnamon, 5 ice cubes. Notes: put all ingredients in a blender and enjoy. Just a note, if I'm pressed for time, I simply enjoy a BioTrust protein shake anywhere, at any time, without the extra ingredients. It is hands down, bar none, the best nutrition shake I've ever tasted all by itself. Meal 3. 3 hours later, around 6 p.m., I have a healthy dinner which consists of a portion of lean protein source like chicken, grass-fed beef, wild salmon, or turkey, equal to the size of my palm and the thickness of a deck of playing cards. A 1/2 cup of a nutrient-packed complex carbs, like half a sweet potato, quinoa, barley, or beans. As many fibrous veggies as you'll want, like asparagus, broccoli, cauliflower, peas, or a big dinner salad. Use a bit of olive oil and seasoning to flavor. Eat your heart out. Stick to those 3 simple rules, and you can easily order this type of meal while dining out. There are no social restrictions on this meal plan. I also drink at least 8 large glasses of water per day. Important.
and I enjoy a cup of green tea or organic coffee most mornings. Then, one day a week, typically on Saturday, I go off the one-day diet plan and eat regular meals and splurge with my favorite foods. I follow the one-day diet for 30 days, then take a full week off and repeat. To keep things interesting, I constantly switch up my BioTrust fat-burning milkshakes recipes. And as I mentioned, in just a minute, I'm going to give you the opportunity to get the same recipe book I use called 53 Fat-Burning Smoothies and Milkshakes for free. Is the one-day diet really that simple and easy? Yep. And does it really work to fight flab fast? Double yep. How fast? Well, besides your nightly meal, this diet only takes a measly 60 seconds twice a day to perform. That's just 2 minutes of your time. And unlike other diet plans, as part of this one-day diet, you are forbidden to starve yourself or do endless exercise. Sounds crazy, I know, but the science of intermittent fasting makes it all possible. So to recap, you simply enjoy 2 great-tasting, all-natural, flab-fighting super shakes a day, and then you eat a nutrient-packed, balanced dinner. Again, simple, effective, and fast. But the key is to stop eating after your third meal and not eat again until your first meal the next day in order to send your fat-burning and anti-aging hormones into overdrive while turning off your fat-storing hormones. In the end, you burn more fat and shed more pounds while doing more important things than slaving over a stove or being consumed with the inconvenient task of trying to find something healthy to eat every 2 hours. Not the life I want to live, I'm sorry. What's more, this sneaky eating trick will also help to naturally shrink your stomach, so you'll feel more satisfied without being tempted to overeat. A much easier, natural alternative to controlling your appetite than those expensive and painful stomach stapling procedures. Ouch. Now, I'm sure you have questions about this fast-acting one-day diet, but before we get into them, let me answer the number one most frequently asked question I get. Folks want to know, is it important to use all-natural BioTrust low-carb protein for my fat-burning super shakes? And as my moral duty as a healthcare provider, my answer is always a resounding, definite yes. Here's why. First of all, most protein powders on the market advertised as healthy are in fact stuffed with fattening and toxic chemicals that can actually damage your health while increasing your waistline. Believe me, it's almost impossible to find a protein powder that does not have one or more of the following problems. Protein products loaded with artificial sweeteners, flavors, and colors that can actually increase body fat and derail your health. Proteins sourced from cows treated with potentially dangerous growth hormones like RBGH and RBST. Other products too high in sugar and or processed carbohydrates like maltodextrin that cause fat accumulations. The use of cheap soy protein, thyroid problems, low testosterone levels for men, and an increased risk of breast cancer for women just aren't worth it. The use of cheap, worthless, and denatured proteins resulting from high heat processing, bloating, gas, and other GI issues, awful taste, and more. So instead of settling, my partner and fellow nutritionist, Joel Marion, and I had our own elite protein powder developed by one of the top nutritional supplement formulators and registered dietitians in the world, Brett Hall. Now, if you were to look over Brett's resume, you'd have to set aside hours of your time to go through the countless number of A-list celebrities and professional athletes he's worked with. But even more important than that is the work Brett has done over the last 2 decades developing extremely high-quality, health-promoting, results-producing nutrition products for everyday folks like you and I. If anyone could fulfill the tall order of creating a protein product that had everything we wanted while getting rid of all the garbage and other products that we didn't want, all while achieving our number one non-negotiable must in that it must taste amazing, we knew it was Brett. The end result? BioTrust Low Carb, a true, honest, and delicious premium blend of exotic proteins that solves all of the previously mentioned problems and then some. For starters, it's the best tasting protein on the planet, period. If you're going to be drinking milkshakes daily, you want to make sure you're using a brand that you truly enjoy and look forward to. This stuff is like dessert, literally. Beyond that, it's gluten-free and 100% all-natural. That means it contains no artificial additives, colors, flavors, preservatives, or sweeteners at all. Instead, it's naturally sweetened with all-natural stevia extract and a naturally sweet form of fiber called inulin that adds a sizable 4 grams of fiber per 25 grams of protein. Next, BioTrust Low Carb is certified hormone-free, sourced from cows not treated with dangerous growth hormones like RBGH and RBST. Not the case for 99% of all other protein products. On top of that, it's a true time-release blend of 4 different fast and slow-acting proteins that provide your body with quality nutrition for up to 8 hours without the insulin spike associated with whey protein-only products. And by the way, don't waste your time and hard-earned money on other time-release protein blends unless they specifically list the exact amounts of each protein on the label, like we do with BioTrust Low Carb. Why is this so important? You see, one of the most common dirty tricks that deceitful protein manufacturers play on hardworking consumers like you is to load their products with cheap protein and then only include the high-quality time-release proteins in microscopic amounts. Not us. Instead, we transparently show you on the label that our time-release protein blend is a true equal parts blend of 4 of the highest quality fast and slow-acting milk proteins, including exotic micellar casein, the Rolls-Royce of any protein available. Sure, it costs us a lot more to produce BioTrust Low Carb than these other low-quality imposter products, including many of the popular brands that you see online and at your local vitamin store. But we'd rather deliver to you a true, honest protein blend that works than to deceptively pad our profit margins at the expense of loyal customers like you. Lastly, and perhaps one of the coolest aspects of BioTrust Low Carb is its use of a new breakthrough enzyme called prohydrolase that has been shown to more than double protein absorption over other products. That means you can use half as much as regular protein supplements while getting even greater results. Beyond that, prohydrolase completely eliminates the bloating and gas that many complain of with whey protein supplements. Instead, BioTrust Low Carb is about as easy on your GI tract as a glass of water. And lastly, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention once again that it tastes absolutely amazing. In fact, BioTrust Low Carb has been rated as the #1 protein for taste and quality by fitness professionals worldwide. And we literally have thousands of rave reviews from customers just like you. And finally, unlike other potentially contaminated protein powders, BioTrust Low Carb is manufactured in an FDA-registered facility for optimum purity and potency. The facility is also certified by the National Nutritional Food Association's NNFA Good Manufacturing Practices, GMP, to ensure its quality. We also use an independent FDA-approved laboratory to make sure that each container of BioTrust Low Carb contains exactly what is stated on the label and that it's free from harmful byproducts and contaminants. All of these practices are extremely rare in the supplement industry. In fact, they are almost non-existent as they all substantially drive up costs and decrease margin. But once again, at BioTrust, we feel that furnishing you with an honest, pure, and potent product that works and meets label claims is by far the most important part of helping you get the results you deserve. At this point in the presentation, most viewers are super excited to discover how they can get their hands on the premium and delicious BioTrust low-carb protein shakes to get started on the one-day diet immediately. But many are worried that a premium product this good is going to be extremely expensive. After all, you almost always get what you pay for in life. Well, you'll be thrilled to discover that BioTrust Low Carb is very affordable. In fact, our best price on BioTrust Low Carb is less than $3 per serving. Hard to believe, isn't it? After all, you can't even buy a fattening dollar menu meal consisting of unappetizing mystery meat, soggy fries, and a flat soda for that low price. Now let me ask you, would you be willing to invest a couple bucks for a simple, effective, and fast, fat-burning super shake meal to help rid yourself of all your unwanted belly fat? I bet you would. It's such a small price to invest in, feeling younger, healthier, and lighter. Pocket change a day, really. Beyond that, I will guarantee you this. If you follow the one-day diet and replace high-cost groceries and dining out with 2 delicious, fat-burning BioTrust milkshakes each day, you will undoubtedly, positively, absolutely save a massive amount of money by cutting down on your weekly food expenses. So in the end, investing in BioTrust Low Carb and following the one-day diet costs you nothing. In fact, it saves you money every single day you follow it, not to mention the priceless health and waist slimming benefits you'll experience. And as if that weren't enough, you are also going to get a ton of free bonus gifts with your BioTrust Low Carb order today to make getting started on this one-day diet even easier. Check this out. We're going to give you a free downloadable copy of 53 fat-burning smoothies and milkshakes with your order, so you have a near endless variety of milkshakes to enjoy on the one-day diet plan. 2. While our limited supplies last, we're also going to include a BioTrust blender bottle with any and every BioTrust Low Carb order. With its patented wire whisk ball, you can mix and enjoy an extra smooth and delicious shake anywhere, anytime. This will really make it extra convenient for you while following the one-day diet plan. But don't delay. These will go fast, as we only have a limited amount on hand. And finally, 3. I'm also going to give you a free downloadable copy of the full and expanded version of the one-day diet program. You've got the basics already if you own the cheat sheets version of the one-day diet or by simply watching the video to this point. But this expanded version goes a step further by answering all of your questions in detail, so you're guaranteed to get the best results possible. These 3 bonus gifts are valued at over $100, but they're yours, free, when you order now. And the best news is, the more containers of BioTrust Low Carb you buy, the more you save. Just check out our special money-saving packages available below this video. If you have more than 20 pounds to lose, I suggest investing in at least 3 containers of BioTrust Low Carb so you don't run out and have to pay more along the path to your ideal body and weight. What's more, Joel and I insist on protecting you and your investment in BioTrust Low Carb with an industry-leading 1-year, 100% satisfaction guarantee. It works like this. If you don't lose your unwanted belly fat fast using our premium product combined with the one-day diet, and if you don't agree that it's the best tasting protein powder on the planet, at any point over the next 365 days, for any reason whatsoever, or no reason at all, you can get a prompt, courteous, unconditional refund of even empty containers by contacting our customer support at 1-800-766-5086 or by emailing support@biotrust.com or by using the quick contact form on our website. And if you didn't jot that down, don't worry. Our contact information will be on your receipt and we're very easy to get a hold of. With all of that in mind, you're now standing at a fork in the road, staring down 2 distinct possible paths to choose from. The first path is the same one you've always followed in the past. It's full of complicated and time-consuming diet and exercise programs that leave you feeling hopeless and rejected as more and more fat overtakes your body. Eventually, you're forced to give up on your efforts, and in turn, give up on your hopes and dreams. However, I think you will agree that the other path, the one which I've outlined in this presentation today, is a simple, effective, and fast solution that will really work for you and your busy lifestyle. I guarantee that following it will leave you feeling accomplished, inspired, and looking and feeling like $1,000,000. You see, this path is the path I chose for myself and have easily maintained for years now. And I'm extremely confident that you will love using BioTrust Low Carb and the ultra simple one-day diet every day, just like I do. To avoid disappointment, now is the one perfect time to click the Add to Cart button below, next to the money-saving package you most desire, before today's special discounts end. What's more, the special bonus gifts that come with your order can't be guaranteed past today, so waiting until even tomorrow could result in missing out. I speak for Joel and myself when I say that we couldn't be more excited to work with you and help you completely change your body and your life. You see, at BioTrust Nutrition, that's our sole purpose and only goal, you and your results. So make it a great day. Select your money-saving package below and then click the Add to Cart button to secure your discounted purchase of BioTrust Low Carb today.